Welcome to Life Fit with a DVD. That is me. Today I wanted to start with a question. Have you ever found yourself looking at Facebook or Instagram or any of those other social media websites and find yourself wishing that you could be like that or look like that? I mean, do you ever see somebody in a position of wealth or power and you think, how do they get there, right? Why do I continue to just make a mess of it? Well, I'm there right now, and since I've started this whole YouTube journey a few weeks ago, I find myself uh, knowing what I want to create, but also thinking this is going to take forever to actually do it, and then beating myself up, thinking of how hard it is, and how am I ever going to get there? And when I don't even know what it takes exactly to get there, right? So it's just a huge learning process and learning curve to get things where you want to get them in your mind, right? And it's interesting because if you knew what it took to get started, would you even get started at all? Um, that is a question that I have battled with several times throughout my life with different career paths I've started, different hobbies I've started. If I knew all of the individual steps that it took, I don't know if I would have ever started it. And this works for better or worse. Sometimes you're just interested in things. Other times you're trying to do things for different reasons. It's like you have your own, what is the word? You have an internal, intrinsic motivation versus an extrinsic motivation, right? So if if you knew how hard it was, would you get started at all? And do you even know if this is like a direction that you would really want to head? Is this something that you really want, or are you just idealizing or idolizing somebody that is in a position where it's like, wow, that looks cool, but you don't know how to get there, right? So this is where what you're imagining in your head is being compared to somebody else's manifestation, and it's absolutely sinister in my opinion. Because if you know what it takes and how hard it might be, you probably won't get started. So the important thing is to hang on to the idea, your ideas, and don't compare yourself to where other people are at, because everybody is in a different situation, right? So, I mean, we live in a society where it's really easy for us to do this. We see the highlights of everybody else's lives, and yet I feel like you never see the struggle. Even if there is a struggle, the struggle is glamorized. And oh my gosh, like that is just not reality, right? So, I mean, I'm here to tell you, if this channel ever does go anywhere and it does get to become self sustainable one day with where I would like to take it, I'll be real with you and I will tell you exactly what it will take to make it to where you even think I might be, or how you can potentially get there as well. The interesting thing about me is I understand what other people need to do in their situation better than myself and what I need to do, right? I'm very good at taking people, like what other people are seeing within themselves, and seeing their gifts, right? Where, because of my own conditioning, it's hard for me to see my own gifts at the same time. So, I mean, everybody's journey is going to look different, everybody's creation is going to look different, and you can incorporate so many different rich and unique ideas that other people are doing that you might be comparing yourself to, and incorporate it into your own manifestation of what you want, right? But you need to be real, and you need to stop comparing yourself and talking yourself out of getting started in the first place. So the key here is to reframe it, right? You don't know what that person you might be comparing yourself to, what it took for them to get there. And you might not ever get to that point where that person is. But the important part is the journey. And if you enjoy the process of just getting started and imagining things where they could be, right? And that idea fuels you, and putting something out there that, I mean, even if you do it once, if you're proud of that work that you've done and you enjoy doing it, nothing is going to stop you, right? However, sometimes that joy will go, right? Sometimes what you were proud of at one point in time and fueled your energy will change, right? That is life. That is nature, right? We go through cycles in our lives where, just like seasons, things come and go. And I have had a lot of ideas come and go. I've had a lot of things that I do come and go. Um, but what has remained consistent is the drive, right? The drive to share my ideas, to ponder things, and to want to help people in that process of their own manifestations and creations. Because seeing others do the things they love just brings me so much joy. And I think everybody should be doing what brings them the most joy. I think there is a place, there is a unique niche for each person to do the things that they love and ultimately make a living out of it. And we live in a society that has tons of tools to do this, but the key is to break it down, to reframe it, to not compare yourself, because that is what will steal your joy, right? If you are saying, oh my gosh, I wish I could get to where that person is, right? Will you start? Will you start? I don't know. It's kind of like a chicken or the egg question. And I don't know. I don't know. But if you want it, if you feel the energy towards the idea and you can imagine it in your head of what would be a unique variation on whatever that person is doing, then go for it. Try it. Just see if it's something that makes you feel good and proud of your own work. So I hope this helps. Don't compare yourself. Everybody is unique, right? Everybody has a unique expression of the things and that they want to create in this world. And I think there are people that will absolutely look at those things and admire it as well. Admire your own creation. And this can obviously be applied to so many different things and extrapolated out. Whether doesn't matter your industry, whether you're in a creative industry or a tech industry, even a blue collar, sort of job or whatever. Everybody has their own creation and their own expression of how they build, right? And it's awesome. It's a beautiful thing to see. So if you like this idea, I mean, please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot for me. If you think that I could help you with, your own goals, and your own things that you want to create, I would love to try to help you out. Get focused on what that might be, how that might look for you, and to keep you focused on whatever goals that you want to accomplish. So that's my idea for today. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't do it. Focus on your own expression and one step at a time. Talk to you later. Bye.